Hello, high school and junior high brass players. So I'm going to do a video for you as well. I got the wood one out yesterday, and we're going to get the brass one out today. So we're going to go through a couple things. We're going to do some long tones, we're going to do some half steps Remington exercises, and then we're going to do a bunch of lip slurs. If you want to do some scale work, you can watch the woodwind video. It all applies to you, and you can do it right along with them. And you can also find the scale matrices that I use in class a lot of times on the Google Classroom link. There's a little PowerPoint slide there for that. So we're just going to warm up together. We're going to play some long tones first. It'll be concert F. Now, French horns, if you're going to do this with me, you're going to need to do some variations. You should know the variations for the most part. If not, feel free to send me an email and I will help you out a little bit. So here we go. Concert F. 1. With a metronome. And 1, 2, ready. Breathe the release, and 1, 2, ready. Good. Do that again. 1, 2, ready. One more time, and 1, 2, ready. Good, now let's go to half steps down from there. We're moving down our valve combinations to second, first, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 3, and then 1, 2 and 3. Trombones are moving down our slide, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, ready. Good. Now when we do that, make sure we're keeping the air consistent. We're breathing at the end. And for trombones, especially moving our slide super quick when we get to each of those positions. Let's do the exact same thing again. 1, 2, ready. We're going to do the same thing again, this time on low B flat concert. 1 partial down. 1, 2, ready. Good. And we can't go any further. So we could go down, if we use our trigger, we could go to E flat for trombones. If you have a 4-valve baritone or tuba, you could go to 1, 1 and 4, and it would work. But for us, we're just going to keep it where it is. So when we do that, we're make sure we're using our air all the way to the bottom. We're really making sure that we're opening up our sound. And you want to think about space between the molars, especially on that low B flat one. Okay? So when we do this, now I want you to think about opening up as you go down. And I want you to think about if you took a piece of cork about this size and stuck it between your molars, could you still play? Okay? So if you want to try it, find a piece of cork about that size, maybe about that big around, and you put it in between your teeth and the back molars, and it gives you space and it forces you to create that space, and then see if you can continue to play. And if you can't, then you know that you're not used to playing with that open amount of space in our mouth. So, same thing again, low B flat. 1, 2, ready? So, hopefully you're continuing to keep that space. We're going to try the next one. We're going to go up this time. So we're going to start on concert F in first position, and then we're going to go up to 2 and 3 or 5th position, playing F sharp or G flat. So it'll sound like this. Then we go up from there. So instead of 2 and 3, we go to 1 and 2, or we go to 4th position. And then from there on, we go to 1, 2, and then open, or 3, 2, 1 for trombones. So let's try that one. We're going up, starting on F concert. 1, 2, ready. Good. And for each of these, you can almost think of them as lip slurs, and you're crossing over that partial. That's going to help us build up our endurance and be able to keep an open, resonant sound on those top notes. Try it again. 1, 2, same thing. So we can continue to do more of these. We could go down from our high B flat down to F. We could do extend past that and go F all the way up to C or D. So we have and this is just focusing on getting long tone air, figuring out your partials, and it's working your ear on some jumps. So you can continue and play around with those, but long tones are such an important part for brass playing. All right, we're going to slow it down a little bit, and we're going to do our lip slurs. First lip slur we're going to do is low B flat to concert F, whole notes. We're going to go down to 5th position, or 2 and 3, and that's it. We won't go past that. 1, 2, B flat concert, 1, 2, whole notes go. We're just going to do that. We're focusing on getting consistent air, easy, quick transition of the partials, and you want to hear that slight bump in our sound as we go. You want to hear the because our air is changing, nothing else in our face is changing. Maybe a slight change in our aperture or an embouchure, but that's so minor that we want to really focus on just the air. Let's do another one. This time let's go B flat, F, B flat, back and forth, half note, dotted half note at the end. 1, 2 together, and 1, 2, ready. thing, but this time we're going to do I play, then you play. So I'll play mine, you play yours in the 8-count silence. 1, 2, me first. Consistent air. Make it nice and smooth. Hear the bump in our sound. Last one. Good. All right, we're going to start now in 5th position, and we're going to start on that low note we just started on, but this time instead of going back down to B flat, or the lowest partial, we're going to go back up, so it'll sound like this. And our air is going to keep moving as we go up. We're going to think about more space in our mouth. We're going to think about really using our air and speeding it up to get up to that high note each time, the top partial. Here we go. 5th position, 2 and 3. 1, 2, ready. Your turn. Echo me. One more. Use your air to get up to that top note. Good, and we'll stop there. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to add a little bit more. We're going to go to quarter notes. We're going to slow it down just a tad, but we are going to move to quarter notes. Now we're going to do this pattern. We're going to start on low G, flat, in 5th position, 2 and 3. And it's going to really focus on lots of movement. Now when we need to go take this slower because we're doing more work. We're just starting to go to quarter notes, and we want to make sure that it feels nice and easy before we speed it up. You all, I'm sure, can play it at a faster tempo, but the goal of this is to hear that bump and to hear a smooth, connected sound throughout. And when we do that, we need to take it back a little bit slower just to make sure we can hear all of the right things. So we're going to start on 2 and 3, 5th position. We're going to do quarter note, up to the middle partial, top partial, middle partial, top partial, middle partial, bottom partial. Breathe, and then you come in. So it's still I play, you play. Here we go. Oh, let's go a little bit faster than that. All right, here we go. 4th position. Third position. Second position, go. last one open, first position. Good. We're going to do one more lip slur. Remember, you can always go back and do more of these, practice with me. You can always do these on your own. These are just a reference and a help and a guide to your practice sessions. We're going to do one more. It's going to go up to our fourth partial that we use. We're going to start in fifth position, just like we have been. And we're going to take it half notes. Half note, half note, half note, half note, half note. Okay? And we're just going to stay up on that fourth partial at the end. Here we go. 1, 2, 2 and 3. Me first. Good. And that's all the lip slurs we're going to do. So focus on your long tones, your half steps, your descending and ascending, and then focus on those lip slurs and all the different varieties. Until next time.